welcome to another episode of Top Gun Fishing, brought to you by me. Today we're down in Mornington. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon. We've got a low tide at 7:30 tonight. We're going to head out first of all and try and catch some squid, one to put in the smoker and secondly for a bit of bait. Plan of attack's my normal plan. I'm going to try the Rapala lure about 10 metres behind the kayak, and then 10 metres behind that I'll try the squid jig. The idea is the action of this to get the squid excited, and generally they'll latch onto this. Occasionally they'll grab onto this as well, so it's a bit of fun and can get a bit hectic if you have a double hook up. Once we've got a few squid on board, we're going to put the deep diving Rapala on and head out a bit wider, try and find some pinkies. Depending how that goes, then we'll anchor up just on sunset, fish for whiting using some bait on the knotless hooks. So hopefully we'll have a good session. The wind's certainly not as strong as they forecast, and it's partially offshore, so that's making it look pretty good. Looking forward to seeing you later, and we'll catch some fish in the meantime. Trolling along the coastline now, you can see the Rapala lures on that rod, and we've got the squid jig out the other side. We've had a few hits on the Rapala lure, nothing's hooked up yet though. We're only in about 3.5 metres of water. You can still see we have a lot of smoke from the fires, and then out this side I've got my squid jig, and generally what I would do is just give it a quick flick 3 times and then let it sink, and quite often the squid will take it on the drop. 1, 2, 3, move the rod tip forward and then let it drop again. You can see the rod's loaded, so what I'm going to do on this line is leave the rod in the rod holder, wind the lure in, just keep a little bit of forward pressure on the squid line, still on there, get this one back in so we're not going to get bogged in the reef, and then turn around and wind this one in. Doesn't feel like a big one, but it doesn't have to be that big to be bait. Get the net ready, so it's just a nice little one. Got the net. Now what we do here is we bring it towards us, but just as we're about to net it, we push the rod tip away from us, and that way if it's going to ink, it squirts the ink away from the kayak. And there we go. One small bait squid. Well, get the lines in because that was a good squid's taking this. It certainly ran a bit, doesn't feel that big now, but we'll wait till we get closer and see. Oh, that's a good one. Loose near the kayak, and spin them around a bit, and there we go. Another beautiful squid. Slowed the pedal down for a second and let the squid jig sink just a bit deeper because we're in just on 4 metres of water, and took it on the drop. Feels like another good one again. No rush because we don't know how well it's hooked. I'm trying to get myself downwind of the squid and stay downwind of it. That way we won't flow across the top of it like we did with the last one. Going up to the surface now. Yeah, looks like a good one. And there's another great squid. You can see this, I think it's swum away. I've got this one on the surface, and there was a bigger one next to it, came up to the surface. Just free swimming. And there's another one around this size. Well, that is a cracker. Wow.
After getting my bag of squid, I head out deep and start trolling Rapala hard-body lures, a shallow and deep diver. There's a lot of surface activity, and I stop and start casting the shallow diver and hook up to a pike that are feeding on the bait fish.
Oh, we're on. Feels like a little pike or cuda. Whoa, no, it's a big pike. There you go.
After catching a couple more pike, I head out, drop the anchor and start bait fishing for whiting. I manage one whiting before the school of pinkies just devour every bait. And night sets, time to head in and pack up. It was a great evening on the water, fresh feed of squid and a bit of action with the pinkies.